Okay, I'm going to call this meeting to order, and we have the minutes of April 19th.
I'll move that we accept the minutes of April the 19th.
Second that.
Okay, any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All right. We have warrants 22, the payroll 22P, and capital fund 12.
I move that we accept the warrants 22, 22P, and the capital fund, what number?
12.
12.
I'll second it.
Okay, any discussion? Warrant 22 is for a total of $25,322.30, and that was going towards fuel, the sheriff's monthly bill, and animal control. We have ARPA payments going to the community center. We're paying for sand out of the Carpenter gravel pit, and there were payroll transfers. The capital fund is about a $10,000 payment towards the body on the new dump truck. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. We have, under ARPA funding, let's see, I guess we've just approved that.
Yes, we did. Yeah.
Okay. The water system repairs for the community center. And we have, for the town office, there's a knee wall weatherization request for $7,010 and an attic weatherization bid for $9,956.
I'll make a motion that we authorize the projects at the town office. The knee wall weatherization for $7,010 and the attic weatherization for $9,956.
I'll second.
Okay, any discussion?
Question. Does this include the mitigation of the bat?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, any other questions? Any discussion more on that? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Great. I'll let Lori know. Any public comment, visitors?
No, just an interested citizen, and I think it's more helpful if you always have somebody in the audience too.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah,
It's
thank
love to have you here, but
Thank you.
Okay, let's see. Under the road foreman's report, there's no FEMA update. The road crew, they've graded at least one pass through all the roads, and I guess some need it again now, but they're do that as weather permits, and they're still cleaning up along the road from the winter storm. And let's see, they've been hauling sand. They're just about done with that, and then they'll probably help Putney with their sand. Putney helps us, and
yeah.
we help them. Let's see. So, how are we doing on that paving bid?
I've got it. I've got
Okay.
the basin.
So, we have the 3 bids.
I'll open that one.
Okay.
Oh, you can open it.
Okay. This is the first time. Ever since I cut one in half, opening it, I haven't been allowed to open this. This is for paving that would continue up the east-west road into the center of town. And let's see. We're just opening them today, and Lee will review them and we'll make a decision at our next meeting. Okay. So this one, All States Construction, price paving by the ton is $95 per ton, and the price per milling pavement is $2 a square yard.
Okay, for the northeast paving, the per ton for paving in place, $135.50 per ton. And for milling pavement, $3.55 per square yard.
Okay, and Bays and Brothers, if I'm reading this correctly, and the 3/4 inch shim and 1 inch overlay, 1335 tons at $101.15 per ton. And the milling 2 inch fine cold plane, $1.55. That's square yard. Is that
Okay, that was $1.
$1.55? Do you want the totals?
The ton.
The ton was
101.15.
101.15.
Okay. All right. Great. Okay, well, we'll give these over to me and have them on the agenda for our next meeting. Okay. Anything else under the road plans report? Thank you very much.
I'm just doing the math, this is gonna be very close.
Yeah, it does sound close.
Yeah, I pink colored sweatshirt, right, you know, I mean, I gave it to us, I don't know why.
Actually, can I just get your name for the minutes?
Jeff.
Yeah.
Marsden, M-A-R-S-D-E-N.
Thank you.
Great, thank you folks, have a
Okay,
good night.
thanks a lot.
Thank you.
And the dog's name?
Pippin,
Okay.
He's a nice dog.
he's a great dog, he's a
Yeah.
really, really nice dog. And it's not after Scotty Pippen, it's after Pippen for the range. So yeah, everybody asked me, Scotty Pippen. Have a good night, folks.
Thank you.
Is there anything under correspondence for information you'd like to go over? Okay, under correspondence for discussion and or action.
Well, what's the Connecticut River Conservancy?
Let's see, Connecticut River Conservancy.
Just an email that came in, I don't remember
Okay.
anything specific.
I don't think it required any
I don't think
action.
so.
Let's see, we have from the Wyndham Regional Commission a reminder that the local emergency management plan is due May 1st. And
I forwarded that to both Marty and Lewis. I should have asked Lewis when he was here earlier.
okay, great. So our EMDs are taking care of that. Let's see, just a few days ago, we received a request from the Native Plant Trust. They'd like to harvest bluet seeds from the town common. So that would just be, they'd have to let a patch of bluets mature and then they'd come and harvest seed. And so you'd have to not mow that section.
If possible, I'd like us to be able to let them do that. Because it's adding to the availability of these seeds to spread into other places. If it's not too inconvenient for the mowing situation, the mowing guy would have to approve, agree to this.
That's town-owned property
On
in
the
that corner.
The common, yeah.
I mean, I know the organization. It used to be the New England Wildflower Society. It's a nonprofit. And for a number of years now, they've harvested some seed along the West River Trail and along the board there. And they've always asked permission and, said they do it responsibly, not taking more than would be sustainable. And seems like a good group, and I would support it.
The only impression I got was that it wouldn't be able to be mowed until it could be the end of June.
Yeah.
That can become quite difficult for Brett.
Yeah.
Unless they cordoned off like a 10 by 10 area
Yeah.
that's condensed, that then he could possibly do everything else.
That's what I was imagining, that it would be a
Me too, yeah.
10 by 10 or 20 by 20.
Otherwise, it
Yeah.
could look,
It would look terrible.
it would look terrible.
Yeah.
And then it would be quite difficult for him
Yeah.
to play catch up.
Mhm.
And, cause by the end of June, that grass could be
It would,
off. We could,
yeah,
might have to bring a tractor in.
How about I get in touch
Yeah.
with Brett and we get a meeting. This person was willing to come up, and so we arrange a meeting. I'll see if I can go too, and if it sounds reasonable.
Good.
have to have done fairly quickly because
Yeah.
they're gonna, he'd be coming to mow pretty
Oh, he could be starting mowing next week.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah.
Okay, let's hurry up with this meeting and I'll call him. But, so, do we need a motion on this?
I don't think so until you talk to
Okay.
Brett and,
Okay,
But would we then be able to proceed with that plan without voting at a future meeting?
I think we would have to put it on the agenda for the next meeting.
Yeah.
To give them permission to do that.
But we could have the mowing held off
Right,
prior
exactly,
to
right,
approval.
right.
Okay,
Yeah, Zeke could talk with Brett.
yeah,
fine.
Yeah.
okay. All right, so I'll send a note around
Yeah.
what happens. Okay. Okay, let's see, under new business, no ARPA updates that I'm
No.
aware of.
No.
We have Margaret Sugar is interested in joining the Recreation Board.
Good.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion that we appoint Margaret Shugart to the Recreation Board.
Second that.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay.
Do we want additional members of that board? Because I was thinking of talking to Leon Dunbar on Leonard Road, that he might have interest in something like that.
Just have him send an email to
Yeah,
us that
okay. Yeah.
that he's interested.
Yeah, I don't, I think with Margaret's addition, I think there are two members on the board,
Yeah.
so I think there's room. I'll let Margaret know. Okay, Selectboard Appointment. We have an opening. We interviewed two candidates earlier this evening. What would you like to do?
I'd support appointing one of them.
Okay,
Do you want a motion?
sure.
I'll make a motion that we appoint Louis White to fill the select board seat till March.
Okay. Okay, I'll second that. Any discussion?
Oh, I prefer Todd, so.
Okay.
So we,
how does that fit with that?
we need to deal with this
Yeah,
motion.
so
Yeah.
the thing would be to
Vote.
not vote or in favor of this, and then we'll take the next step.
I think that that Louis has more experience.
Clearly,
And can,
but-
clearly. And I think that's what we need at this point.
But I feel pretty strongly that we need new energy in town committees and operations, and I'm thrilled that there are some new people that are reaching out, and I'd hate to discourage that. You know, it sounded like Lewis, was committed to the town and will remain so. I just like the idea of, sort of a new skill set coming in. I think Todd would bring a lot of technical skills that the four of us may not have in terms of being facile with Zoom and software and communication platforms. So that's my sense.
So if we take a vote and we come out of a tie, then we can, make another nomination and see where we come out. And then if we are tied again, then we've just gotta put our, think about it and we'll revisit.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, there's a possibility someone else might show up. The Views article is coming up. So, is there any more discussion? Okay, Lewis White's been nominated. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
Opposed.
Okay.
And I say that liking Lewis, and I think he'd be very good. It's not in any kind of affront to Lewis. Again, as I said, I just like the idea of new energy coming in and new skill sets.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I found Todd Davison to be a very personable fellow with many skills that would be useful.
Mm-hmm.
So I think both of them could be very good members of the board. I was hoping to see, someone who, let's see, if someone, maybe who doesn't remember Richard Nixon being president had walked in the door or something like that, I would have been more inclined to see that as more of a change and welcome that. But,
Would be nice to have another woman, actually.
yeah,
In my,
yeah.
in my view.
So, okay, any other nominations?
Yeah, I nominate Todd Davidson.
I'll second.
Okay, any discussion?
Just to repeat what I said, I think he would bring a skill set that the four of us don't have in terms of technology, being savvy with technology, with software. I think in today's day and age, that's important. The complexity of these systems just keeps growing. So I would welcome, that level of expertise on the board. He's seems really committed to the town. His wife is engaged with the town, so there's a demonstrated commitment to committees and so forth. I think he'd be very good.
Okay, I also think he'd be great. I think probably going to stay with Lewis for the time being. But I think he has, as you say, a skill set that would be helpful. He has knowledge and experience in some areas of running the town that we don't have, I don't have. So for me, it's pretty much a toss-up, but so all those in favor of Todd Davidson?
Aye.
Okay, opposed? Okay, so there we go. We are deadlocked. So we have to consider this, and I would think we'll have it on our agenda for the next meeting.
Okay.
And perhaps the other party will.
Another party will walk in the door, someone who doesn't know who George Herbert Bush was will come in the door.
I just say, I think they're both very good candidates.
Yeah, I agree with you. You know, I know, yeah, the town would be well served by either of them, or both of them, I hope.
Yes, yes.
I hope your stalemate doesn't continue very long, because you do need another person too. And you may have to work out some compromise among the four of you.
Well, we could use Congress as our role model here.
Please don't.
Do you have input as a member of the audience or the
Town.
community?
Well, I think you're fortunate to have two good people.
Yeah.
I think Todd sells himself a little short too. I mean, I only know him because he's next door neighbor, but I also see, you know, his mother-in-law, Michelle Cherrier, is on the Wyndham Solid Waste District Board in the chair.
Oh, that's
And I
actually
know
good.
he's been very involved with that and has a good knowledge base. So I think he knows more about the town workings. But again, you have two good people, and you may have to reach a compromise just to get that fifth person in and let election deal with it next time then.
Yeah, I
I mean,
forgot
it's a
about that.
relatively short term, so either way, you're gonna be okay.
We have one budget
Well,
to go through.
That's
so
right, that's
It's
right.
not insignificant.
Yeah, so.
That's why I would lean towards the experience of Lewis. Yeah. I mean, there's no doubt he has, I mean, I think his experience would trump the technology that Todd might have. Clearly, we're not, you know, you sit with your laptop, but the rest of us haven't for years, so.
But it's the way of the future.
But I think in the interim,
Yeah.
I think the experience outweighs the technology.
Revisit in 2 weeks. We'll revisit
Yeah,
in 2 weeks.
right. Okay. Let's see. Okay.
I'll make a motion that we recess the meeting and convene as the Liquor Control Board.
Second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, here we are as the Liquor Control Board. And we have 4 applications. It doesn't say where the events take place in this new
It doesn't.
format. But Wyndham Wines is requesting a cater permit on June 3rd and June 24th and July 8th.
And
then
May 20th.
May 20th. Oh, yes. Oh, right up there, May 20th. Great. Do we have 5 of these? Oh, yeah. 1 second goes. Circle K Vermont is looking to renew their tobacco license.
And there's another one from Campfires on there
Whoa. Where is that one?
for their second-class liquor license.
Second class. Oh. Really?
Very first one.
Oh. Okay. Well, I don't do very well with this new format, I guess. Okay, Campfires, second class
So I
license.
think we have to do them,
One by one.
yes. So I'll make a motion that we approve the liquor catering request from Wyndham Wines for events on May 20th, June 3rd, June 24th, and July 8th.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Then I'll make a motion that we approve the second-class liquor license renewal for Campfires LLC.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And I will make a motion that we approve the tobacco license renewal for Circle K.
Second that.
Abstain from that.
What happens if we have 2 abstentions?
Good question.
It still passes. I
Yeah.
believe.
It still passes? Okay, great. Any discussion? We have a second?
Yes.
Okay, any discussion?
Yeah, so I'm curious about your abstention.
Tobacco is, I don't approve of that being made available.
Cindy Jerome had a tradition of not voting for tobacco licenses.
Oh, interesting.
But I would abstain only if I knew that at least 2 people were going to vote for it. I don't want to sink the Circle K.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's say that 2 votes carries it, okay?
Think we have 2 votes? Okay.
Yeah.
Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any abstentions?
Yes.
2 abstentions. Okay. And moving on.
I will make a motion that we adjourn as the Liquor Control Board and reconvene the meeting.
We have really first. Wind and wine?
We did
We did that one
all
first.
together.
That was the first one I did.
Okay. Well, that food slid past me. Okay. So, do we have a second to, did we,
We seconded that.
right, okay.
All in favor?
And we voted it.
I'm pretty sure we did.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
Let's see. Well, is there any other business?
So did we reconvene?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
I'll second.